Look, guys!
Why are you running? Why are you running?
NANI?!
The Evil Within is a twisted survival horror from the same Japanese dude that made Resident Evil. The game's story starts with the detective Sebastián Castellanos, our main character, going to a crime scene in a psychiatric hospital, and then everything starts going wrong. During his adventure, Senor Castellanos fights zombies, flows in rivers of blood, slides down tunnels full of blood, and fights bigger zombies. All while the story tries to unfold, but does it slowly and not in a very interesting manner. I finished the game and I still did not entirely understand what the hell it was. Some mad scientist did some experiment, and as a result they all have their minds connected and messed up with demon zombies attacking them. The characters are boring and not good nor evil characters get a chance to stand out and be remembered. Apart from some cool looking enemies that do look cool, but not more than that. Well, anyway, this game is not about plot nor characters, but about gameplay. The game is classical Resident Evil in the right shape. You kill zombies, collect stuff, improve your skills and guns, and try not to die. The Evil Within is quite challenging, even on normal and even for an experienced gamer. Resources are the biggest struggle in this game. You never get enough bullets, improvement points, healing potions, yet there are always too many enemies. In one chapter there is a moment where you fight dozens of enemies, lose all of your resources, and right when you're done, guess what? Boss fight.
Don't you know that I'm a rapist?
By the way, subscribe to this channel for more outdated Game Pass reviews, including The Evil Within 2 coming soon. As in classical Resident Evils, we have several guns that we can upgrade, but also we have a crossbow with a bunch of different arrows that you can use to create unique gameplay. I only use the classical and the explosive ones. During the game, you are stuck between the chapter you play and the hospital, the local hub where you can improve your skills and save your progress. In the beginning, the game pretends to be stealth-based. Well, it's not. You do hide a lot and kill your enemies from behind in a couple of chapters, but for the most part, you will have to fight in open. The game is not scary, yet it has some spooky moments where something might suddenly appear or a long silence will shake your nerves.
Hello, your computer has virus.
What adds up to it is the fear of dying and being sent back to the checkpoint 10 minutes ago. The game is 15 chapters long and took me about 20 hours. Towards the end it starts to seem a little bit too long. The main resource that you collect throughout the game, the local currency if you will, is Mountain Dew.
Epic chug alert, folks. I'm about to chug all the Mountain Dews you see here. All that I can find. 3, 2, 1, let's do it!
You can use it to improve not only your guns and crossbow with its arrows, but also the characteristics of your character and how many resources he can carry. Consider improving his pockets to carry more ammunition and definitely his running duration, because this senor runs out of his breath incredibly fast. The game works rather well, although in some places it takes a quick moment to load the textures, but it is not that annoying. Also, the game, unfortunately, is locked on Xbox to 30 FPS, and even on Series X you will play it with 30 FPS. The other thing that is specific to this game is these black stripes. The developers added them to make the game more cinematic. Well, by being all cinematic. This thing will annoy you for the rest of the game, so turn it off before starting, because if you play with it for a long time, not having the stripes will actually feel weird. The last problem that I faced, I don't know if it is widespread or not, yet I saw people with this problem on the internet, my version doesn't support English. It's not a disc, the game was downloaded from Game Pass, but the languages for me to choose from were limited to German, French and Spanish. As a result, for the rest of the game, my partner was not Joseph, but Joseph. Overall, The Evil Within is a pretty good game, and if you're like me, a fan of games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, you should definitely check it out. On the screen you have the final results. 5 for a boring, almost not scary story, 8 for awesome gameplay, but with limited variability. I would have loved to have more options to use stealth. And 7 for graphics of a 2014 game. You can get this game an Xbox Game Pass subscription. Buying it will also not cost you much. Finally, the game is 7 out of 10, but for the price, 8 out of 10. Feel free to follow this channel for future reviews of games from Xbox Game Pass and not only.